Hello, hello, hello. Want to welcome everybody out to today's Periscope. And I'm going to give you a ton of value right now, how to create clarity for your business income. And it's going to be very powerful, guys. And the best way for me to show you what I'm going to teach you is through a PowerPoint presentation. My name is JackLater. I've ranked in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing and network marketing systems. My voice is a little raw today, so you have to excuse me, but the slideshow is, my voice will be a lot better. So anyway, I'm going to go without wasting any time right now. I'm going to go right to the slideshow presentation. And again, my name is JackLater. If you get value from this, and I promise you will, then swipe on your device down or sideways to share and follow, and going to give you a ton of value in caring and sharing. And feel free to give me some hearts if you give value, but only if you give value. But I promise that you're going to get a ton of value today, and you'll see why here in a minute. So I'm going to give you a ton of value. No selling here, just pure stuff that you can use right in your own business. So anyway, want to welcome all of you out to the live Periscope, and I'm going to go ahead and start this right now.
So anyway, this is about how to create clarity for your income, for your business income. Okay, you are the CEO of your own enterprise, and so it's so important that as you create income for your business, that you have a completely different mindset than what you might have with a regular job.
Now, those of you who just came on, just to let you know, why am I qualified to teach this? Because I've ranked in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing and network marketing systems. That's the top 1% of probably the top 1/2 of 1%. So I'm going to give you some value that you could use immediately and apply right away so you can start making money in your own business.
No longer can you rely on just working X amount of hours to get X amount of pay every single week. You could actually create a lot more, but because you are the CEO of your own enterprise, you've got to make success happen. Okay, and there are certain things that successful people do that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Okay, and that's where the rubber meets the road. Now, before I go on here, I just want to do a team shout out. First of all, I want to welcome everyone on here, not only just team members, but I also want to welcome those who are just kind of peeking over the shoulder, checking out this training. I have invited people that are on my subscribers on my list. If you've been getting my emails on a weekly or daily basis, you've been invited to this training, and this is going to be 100% value today. And I hope that you'll actually implement what I'm going to show you in whatever business that you're in. I don't care whether it's online or offline, whether it's a direct sales or whether you're a real estate agent or a broker or a car salesman. You can implement this stuff in any business. The stuff that I'm going to show you is stuff that's been taught by people for decades who are experts in creating success. People like Napoleon Hill and T. Harv Eker and many others have taught what I'm going to show you tonight. Okay, so it's very, very important that you take careful notes and learn exactly what I'm going to teach you. I've been able to create success in my own business in large part because of what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, now, so welcome everybody, whether you're a team member or not a team member, and I hope that you'll create success. Now, just a quick shout out to some recent people that have joined our team, and just real quickly, some quick names in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Ferozi, actually, he's from India. Congratulations, Feroz, for joining the team. Josh Scurry, Bob Rasmussen, Steve, Norman, James, Alan, Christopher, Tony Abanero, Chris Patton, Daniel Whitley, Daniel Exelis, Whitley Williams, Fred Jakes, Abdul Mabeen, Danny Christensen, Dar Christensen, John Garcia, Joe Revivo, Felipe Vasquez, Michael Berry, and Kurt Forrester. Now, Kurt Forrester's been with us for quite a long time, but he's been busy doing a lot of other things and hasn't had a chance to build the business. But recently, he's made some significant commitments and is starting to build now. So I want to welcome everybody. Some of those people on my list have made significant commitments in their own business, and it's so important to make commitments. You need to be committed for success. T.R. Vickers said something, quite a while ago. He wrote that book, Secret of a Millionaire Mind, and he said there's a big difference between successful and committing to be successful. A huge difference. You can't just want to be successful. You have to make plans and you have to make commitments to your own life, to your own business, to your own family to be successful. And incidentally, guys, those of you who are in a direct sales company or maybe even a network marketing company, if you have a sponsor who is active, who knows what he's doing, one thing that really helps that has worked for a lot of people is if you could get together with your sponsor and make commitments to that person. If he hasn't called you by now, give him a call and make some personal commitments to your business and to him. It just helps to have some kind of a partner who you could be accountable partner that you can make commitments to your own business. Whether it's a matter of time, making time commitments is important on a daily basis. Making financial commitments, everybody, you're going to have to make some financial commitments to your own business, whatever business it is. I don't care where it is. You're going to have to make some kind of commitments, within reason, obviously. But you've got to make commitments in time and resources, in whatever it takes. So make those commitments. Maybe in your business it's a matter of putting out so many blog posts, or maybe a Facebook post, or so many videos, or it's starting with those small commitments that's very important. So anyway, congratulations those of you guys who have recently joined our team. Now, going to go right into the meat of what I'm going to talk about. It'll start becoming clear yourself what this training is all about and why it's so vitally important. So anyway, here's some recent accomplishments of my own, just to let you know that what I'm going to be teaching to you tonight works. And what I'm going to show you today is in large part contributed to the success that I've had over the last couple of years. And just recently, this is a brand new screenshot, by the way, with two different systems that I use. One of them is with the Empower Network, and you can see here at the top, it's these members have generated the most income in Empower Network during the specified period. So for this 1 day period, I actually hit number 6, and that's out of about, I believe that's about 150,000 members in Empower Network. So this is significant stuff for me to just reach the top 10 within this given day. And this screenshot was just taken, I believe it was just a couple of days ago. And then at the bottom is an additional system that I use to earn income in my business, and it's called iPass. You can see it here below. And I actually reached number 7 in iPass for this particular week, and it was last week. And overall, for all time, 122. And that's out of thousands of people in the iPass system. And I've been able to reach rank 122 all time, and rank number 7 for that week, or last week that is. So what I'm going to show you today absolutely works, and it has allowed me to reach leaderboards in these two particular systems. And you can reach a leaderboard in your particular system, whatever it is, whether you're doing iPass or Empower Network, or maybe some of you guys are doing Instant Payday Network, I have some people on my list right now that are doing this at Payday Network, or if it's your own MLM, you can reach the leaderboards, but there's certain things that you just have to do. I heard several years ago a super successful guy say that the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is this. Successful people, listen carefully to this and write this down. Successful people make it a habit of doing the things that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Well, that's where the rubber meets the road. Now, I'm going to show you one thing today that you could do within about a 30-minute or a 1-hour period of time. We're going to accomplish some of it right now, but I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm going to give you an assignment today while we are on this webinar, and I'm going to show you some exact steps that you're going to be able to make right today. I'm going to give you an assignment to do during this webinar that will allow you to open up your mind, to get your business clear, to get your income goals clear so that you can reach the leaderboard. I believe that this is the starting point to success. And the reason why I've hit these leaderboards primarily is because I've set goals to make it happen. I'm going to make success despite. That's the attitude that I have. Now, some visions for my team. Those of you who've been on these webinars for quite some time, you've seen these before, and I'm just going to review it again. This is my vision for our team. And I include those of you who are just listening in right now. I consider you part of my team, even if you're not even signed up in my particular system or the system that I use. I still consider you part of my team, okay? Because you're on this webinar. So my vision for my team is to help 500 people earn $4,000 a month or more in their home business. Now, the reason why I picked that number is because when I hit $4,000 per month, by my third month, it made all of the difference in the world. And I was able to do things that I wasn't able to do before. It solved problems. I was able to pay bills. I was able to take my kids to ball games more frequently. I was able to take my dad to a professional basketball game, 7th row tickets to the Utah Jazz. I was able to take my mom to a real fancy dinner. I was able to take my parents out to dinner very frequently, almost on a weekly basis. So it just made all the difference in the world for me. I want to see 300 people earning $8,000 per month. I want to see 25 people earning $10,000 a month. When I hit $11,000 my 11th month, it made all the difference in the world. And boy, when I first hit that, it was the most exciting thing I'd ever seen. It was exciting. Now, really important. How important is it to have clear intentions for your income? Okay. In other words, how important are clear intentions for your income? You have to be super laser focused, laser clear in your income. Now, it's not only just the dollar amount that I'm talking about. It's the core motivation for the income. Why is that income important? Okay. Napoleon Hill, you probably know who he is. He wrote the book. He wrote a lot of different books. He wrote about 5 different books. The one that's probably the most popular is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It sold millions and millions and millions of copies. But he said, there's one quality which one must possess to win, and that is a definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants and a burning desire to possess it, okay? And we're going to talk about very important goals that, and we're not only talking about maybe a nice car or a nice house, and those things are important, but maybe it's something as simple as being able to provide for your kids, maybe being able to pay bills that you haven't been able to pay. Maybe it's being able to afford to get insurance when you haven't been able to afford it. Maybe it's saving for retirement, taking care of your parents. Those are core motivations, and I'm going to talk about those here in a minute. Now, I want to give credit to one individual for a lot of the techniques and a lot of the skills that I'm going to show you right now. It's only fair to do this. I'm going to give credit to David Wood for much of the information that I'm going to share with you right now. Whether you are in his organization or not, doesn't matter, but you can learn from what he's taught us and what I've learned from him personally, okay? You got to respect. I mean, you may not agree with all of his philosophies. He's his own guy. You'll never see him wearing a suit. I don't think I've ever seen him wear a suit in the 2.5 years that I've known him. But he is an incredibly honest, integritous person, and he's a visionary. He knows what he's doing. Okay, young guy. He's probably, I guess he's probably only 37, 38 years old, and he's been able to accomplish tremendous things. And I'm just going to show you right now one thing that he's been able to accomplish. Right here, this comes from a website called Business for Home, and a guy by the name of Ted Knighton documented in October 2014 the 200 top worldwide earners in MLM, and this is back in October 2014, like I said. And you can see that this is a screenshot, and David Wood comes in 33rd out of millions. I mean, I'm talking about millions of people that are in network marketing or who have been in network marketing. David Wood, in 2014, his estimated income on a monthly basis is about $250,000 estimated. And you can see for the year, it's estimated about $3 million. And recently, I've seen a recent screenshot of his, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know that it's well over $4 million. It might have been 4.2, 4.5. I don't remember exactly, so don't quote me on that. Obviously, his income is not typical, but yet he doesn't claim to be an average person. He does things that the average person refuses to do. So the things that I'm going to show you today, I've learned primarily from David Wood, but I've also learned from other sources like Napoleon Hill and T. Harv Eker and others who are experts in creating wealth. Now, that's what I just used a word there that a lot of people just don't get, okay? I said that David Wood creates wealth. Napoleon Hill created wealth. T. Harv Eker created wealth. Think about any multimillionaire that you know. They create wealth. It just doesn't fall in their laps. Yeah, that may happen to some people, but I'll tell you, you know as well as I do that's fairy tale land. Being